Welcome back to Video West's Backstage Pass.
I think to most people punk rock was a fad, and I think to the people in LA punk rock is something they believe in, and that's why it hasn't died there.
Yeah, rock and roll in the mid-'70s seemed like it was almost dead in Los Angeles. You could go to the Forum once in a while and see a big band, in quotes, from England or even America, but there seemed to be a little genuine contact. There was kind of a decreasing sociological impact of the music. And then kids around town said, look, we want something more than that. We want to get back to where we can go see bands in person. We can see bands that have ideas and aren't just kind of faceless people up on a stage. And they created the scene themselves. It wasn't record companies, it wasn't radio stations who did it. It wasn't writers and newspapers who did it. It was the kids themselves who said, we want something different. And they went out and made it possible to have something different.
Los Angeles is many things to many people. To swarms of tourists, LA is a mecca of amusement parks and celluloid heroes. To the conservative middle class, it's a slow freeway ride to work in a late model car. But to a fringe segment of its youth population, Los Angeles is the perfect model of Western civilization at its most hideous development. And it's here in this bloated paradise that punk sensibilities have found their logical breeding ground.
There's nothing in Los Angeles that's like indigenous to it, like the water, the palm trees, everything is like brought in. It's like this, yeah. And if everyone decides to leave like a movie set, they can just tear it all down. It'll just be this desert.
People around the country like to put down Los Angeles because it's the first city to really go to hell in a consumer-oriented way. You know, it is real crass and immediate.
You know, there's a Safeway in Los Angeles that has color televisions over each checkout stand, broadcasting nothing but commercials. And each one has the same commercial on it, and then you watch it, and then there's a sweepstakes, and if you can name 10 products advertised on there, you can win, like, this prize. I almost started crying when I saw it because I thought it was the ultimate. You've already bought everything, and you're waiting in line, and then you look up, and here's products like, you didn't buy Band Roll-On, you bought the other one. And then you have to, like, go back and get the other one because that's the one that's on the TV. I think that's just, like, it's brainwashing. It's just horrible. I mean, you can't turn it off.
Instead, the punks of Los Angeles turn it up in nightclubs, discos, and even on TV.
And now, live and direct from Paradise Studios in Burbank, California, All World Stage is proud to present New Wave Theater.
Hi, welcome to New Wave Theater. The end of the world's a great topic for tonight. Major points is that the people in this movement, especially in Los Angeles, really do have some important things that they're saying, a very highly structured poetic vision and a concern for the world situation and the relationship of rock and roll as a message bringer to the whole world.
Lock yourselves, strap yourselves into the seat for Queen Bee! Butch!
It's like the experimental theater. And it's anti-technical and anti the old rules, so there's tremendous sense of raw energy breaking through the old barriers.
Increasingly, that energy has translated to pure violence. LA punk shows have been scenes of fistfights and stabbings. Nobody has documented that violence better than Penelope Spheris, producer of The Decline of Western Civilization.
I look at that, what the kids do as an energy release, you know? They just kind of get their frustrations out when they go out and listen to music, and they throw each other around.
first time you ever got hurt?
The whiskey. I cut my foot open.
What happened?
I came down the stairs to do an encore, and then I jumped on half a broken glass like that, and I had to get like 30 stitches.
I look at it like it's destroying old standards and attitudes. And even though it's somewhat, rough about the way it's doing it, I think that it's a positive thing to tear down the 70s and bury them.
Probably the most widely acclaimed band to emerge from the Los Angeles punk renaissance is a quartet called X. With the help of producer Ray Manzarek, former keyboardist with The Doors, X has fashioned 2 albums of superbly crafted modern music.
I think X is just an honest, for real band, and they're not, big glitter stars, heroes. They're for real people. They talk about real things. They talk about everyday life.
When I'm 50, maybe, if I get there, I'll live in Arkansas and everything will be pretty calmed down, but at this point I want as much excitement as possible.